Hey everybody, it's Mike Jeffers, ChicagoJazz.com and ChiTownBlues.tv. We are here at Delmark in the legendary studio. I am here with Demetria Taylor. She's going to be doing a tribute to Big Time Sarah as part of the 65-year Delmark celebration with Bob Kester at the Chicago Blues Fest, June 8th, right there at the Prickster Pavilion. So I thought it'd be great to sit down, talk a little bit with you. Now, you have a long family history in the blues.
Yes.
So why don't we just talk a little bit about how you got involved in the blues? Obviously, it's ingrained in your blood.
Yes.
But why don't we talk a little bit about how you started getting into the blues and how you got to the point where you're at, and you've got a Delmark CD out, and then we'll talk a little bit about the tribute that you're doing to Big Time Sarah at the fest.
Okay. Well, it started when I was a kid from my father, Eddie Taylor Sr.
Mm-hmm.
And he was an outstanding blues singer and
He's
musician.
a legend.
Yes, he started back in the 50s.
Yeah.
Along with my mother, Vera Taylor. She was a very outstanding vocalist as well. And my uncle Jimmy Burns, and my brother Eddie Taylor Jr., Tim Taylor, Brenda Taylor.
So there was
Larry
nobody
Taylor.
playing blues at all in the family, huh?
I mean, when I
Jeez.
started out playing drums.
Really?
You know, I watched my brothers over the years, and listened to my dad music. It's kind of crazy because I didn't really get into it until after he passed away.
Hmm.
And then me and my brother, we started listening and getting in tune into it. And then when my mom passed away in '99, it really made me want to just like put the drumsticks down and sing. And so
It's kind of like a tribute, so you can start getting hold of the music and keep the legacy going.
Yes. So I started going out to the blues clubs, Blues on Halsted, Kingston Mines, Roses Lounge, Blues Chicago, watching all the legends like Big Time Sarah, Karen Carroll, Shirley Johnson, Zora Young, Bonnie Lee, Pat Scott, you know, all the legends, Coco Taylor. And just watching them all, you know, was just fascinating to me, you know, and it made me wanting to sing. So, you know, I was like, where would I start at, you know?
Yeah.
So what I did, I listened to them, and then I learned, you know, just listen to their music, and then I go in the basement and I sing on karaoke on the mic in the basement to myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I practiced every day for like a year.
Oh,
and
wow.
then I started going out to the blues club.
So you worked on it in the basement for like a year to get that thing ready to ready
I kept
to shine.
going out to the clubs, you know, watching, and then I go back and learn and infuse it in my own way. And I came up with the Zora Young, Shirley Johnson, all the women.
Yeah.
And I put it all together, and now it's Demetria Taylor, you know. And I know a lot of people say I sound a lot like Coco, because I gotta admit Coco is my mentor. But I absolutely love all the Chicago women.
Yeah.
I mean, all the ones making a way now, and all the ones made a way for us back then.
You know, the one thing with like Chicago blues vocalists, right, especially a female blues vocalist, right, and I'm sure that you learned a lot from Coco and all these, is that crowd interaction, the way that they command a stage, right?
Yes.
Is that something that you noticed first, even before you got your voice together? You had to be watching some of that.
I learned how they take the stage and make it their stage, you know, how they control the band, how they dance, how they sing, how they showmanship with the audience.
Yeah.
You know, and I learned all that, and that's how I became the vocalist and the artist, the star who I am, you know, to just keep working hard at it every day. And I'm not finished, you know, it's a lot of things I have to still learn, because I'm still, even though people say I'm great, but to me, I'm not. You know what I mean? It's like the more they tell me, the harder I work, because I want to get better and better every day.
Well, you're always the hardest on yourself, right?
Yes.
And that's how you keep getting
I'm
better.
my worst critic.
Right, well, of course.
The worst critic I am. You know, but I absolutely love blues. I love my family, my Delmark family, you know, Steve, Bob, Susan, the new owners. You know, it's a blessing, you know, to still be a part of this and do what I do, and I'm looking forward to in the future doing a new CD soon, and I'm excited that they picked me to be a part of the tribute for Big Time Sarah, because Big Time Sarah was the one that opened the doors for me to get on Delmark. And she was my godmother.
So she's the one that kind of told Delmark about you, and then Bob or Steve or somebody came out and heard you?
Yeah, she surprised me. She didn't tell me Steve Wagner was going to be there. I did a show at Blues.
Probably good, right? Otherwise you might have got nervous.
If I would have told you, you wouldn't have did the great show. So when I came down, she said, well, I want you to meet someone. I say, really? She was like, come with me. And I went to the back of the front part of the club, and Steve was saying that, I did a great job, and he want to take me to Susan and Bob to get me on Delmark, and my stomach just dropped. I was like, so, it's just good memories, a blessing, to be a part of a legend family. And my Uncle Jimmy Barnes, that's my uncle, my blood uncle. And, so many great friends and peoples around me, the support I get from, a lot of the artists like Mike Wheeler and Carlos Showers, and I can go on and on about so many people. Melvin Carlisle, so many people that supported me and helped me over the years to be who I am. Because I was I was real shy at first, and I didn't want to open up. And you can hear it when I sing. I was real nervous. You can hear it in my voice. And so
they kind of gave that shot of confidence to you, then, right? Did Big Time Sarah give you that shot of confidence?
Sarah said, you can't get on stage being scared, baby. You got to go out there and you got to get what you want. You got to demand that stage as your stage. And she said, I know you can do it. And so I just started singing and opening up and just singing. And I started going home, practicing my little dance moves and, my little 2 steps. And, and that's, and it's all coming together because, you have to stay healthy and you have to have an open mindset and just be ready for whatever, come your way in this business, and I'm excited that I'm in it and I'm still in it and I'm going to continue to be in it for a long time.
Well, you've got the June 8th tribute to Big Time Sarah as part of the Delmark, but I'm sure it's going to be unbelievable on the Prickster Pavilion right there on the main stage.
Yes.
But you probably have a lot of shows coming up. So do you have a website? Can people find out more about where you're playing?
Right now the website is being reconstructed, but they can go online and look me up at Blues Chicago, Blues on Halstead, Kingston Mines. All these places I play, I sing at, but mainly Blues Chicago is where I really work a lot.
Okay.
And I do some things out of town and overseas, it varies.
Yeah. That whole overseas thing too with the Chicago blues artists. I mean, everybody seems to want Chicago blues artists over in Europe and in Asia, huh? Has that been something that's maybe shocked you when you first started because you're like, you can't believe?
Actually, it was because I was sitting right here in my studio in the sound booth with Shun from the Coco Taylor's Blues Blues Machine. And he came to me and he said, because he played on my first CD.
Okay.
And he said, well, how would you like to go to Japan with me? I'm like, me? Japan? I didn't know what to say. I say, sure. And then I got to go back and do it again 2-3 years later with Carlos Johnson.
Sure.
So I went twice and that was a blessing. Italy, Argentina, Brazil, Paris, France, Spain.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
And they love it, right?
Yes, so many places I done been, and it's just, I'm just a free spirit. I love to hug and, give me a cordless mic and I'm gone. I'm out there in the audience, dancing with the peoples and doing the twists, and I just love what I do. I love music, all types of music, but blues is just something that captured my heart, and I would be in it for a long time.
Yeah.
I love what I do.
Well, you're going to be able to love what she does on June 8th at the Delmark Records tribute right there on the Prickster Pavilion at the Chicago Blues Fest. Of course, get all the information at ChiTownBlues.tv. And like she said, she plays constantly throughout the month at Blues Chicago, Blues on Halstead, Kingston Mines, probably a little bit of House of Blues thrown in there.
Sometimes.
Roses every once in a while, and everywhere else. And I'm sure if they go on Facebook or something, they'll be able to track you down and find out where you're playing.
Yes.
So you have to come and check her out. June 8th, big tribute to Big Time Sarah. Thanks so much for sitting down with us.
Yes.
It's a pleasure, Demetria.
Thank you. And also, I'll be looking out for my new CD coming up on Delmark Records. It'll be coming. I'll be coming in real soon. I can't give you an exact date, but I do know I'm coming back to do something real soon for you guys. And I'm excited.
That's awesome. All right, well, we'll see you at the Blues Fest.
Ciao.